Welcome to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl, Millie Maddness, and I'm here with a really special guest. So help me welcome Bob Morgan from Bob Morgan Entertainment, BME.
BME.
Yes.
How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Always good to see you.
It is such an honor to have you on this show, I tell you.
Honor to be here.
You have been doing so many great things, so many amazing things.
We're trying.
You're everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere.
It feels that way. Yeah, certain days, we're all over the place.
That's so awesome. So let's get this party started.
Okay,
so tell me a little bit about your story. How is it that you got to start it? Let's start.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm originally from North Jersey in Garfield, and I always liked music, and I was a skater, like roller skater. I used to go to Central Park in New York and all that stuff. So I always loved music. But then when I moved down here for South Jersey, I met my wife. We moved down here. And I worked as a painter, so I did painting, and because I liked doing that too, that was fun. It was stress-free. Yeah. And then at that point, I did that for like 20 years. I had my own company with that. I had a couple guys that worked with me, which was great, and they're awesome. And then I just was doing music. I always loved music still, and skating. I still did that. So my wife says, well, I'm sick of hearing you complain about the music at the rink. Start doing it. And then that's how it started. I started getting equipment and music, and then it was like, well, I've got all this stuff, let's just start doing parties. And then I went from parties to, weddings and different events, and it just kept growing. And I was doing both for a while. Like 2003, I started the DJ company, but I was doing it on the side, and I was still doing the painting as well. So for 4 years, I really did both, which was tough. Because on the weekends, you're thinking about what you're doing on the week. During the week, you're thinking about what you're doing on the weekends. I said, something's got to give. We were working out of the house. So I said, at this point, I'm just going to go full-time with the DJ. I basically gave the painting company to Larry Weitzel, who was my foreman for 20 years. He still has Weitzel Painting, who's great. Wow. So then I just did this full-time. I worked out of my house from 2007 full-time to 2013. That's when we moved into the Delsey Drive office. Because it just kept getting too crazy with people coming over to our house and the dogs barking and the neighbors, and it was just like, it was hard to find for people, so we said, if we could just get a spot, And originally, I wanted to really just buy and build or, have my own place. But my wife's like, look, we got to make sure you can make money doing this and you pay your bills, and it's not working at a house. You got to be able to pay rent and all that. So then it was a big jump to go into the building, which was great. It's been awesome there. Right across from Rossi Honda, like there's a car wash on the corner, so it's like everybody's always around there. And then it just grew from there. Now we've moved from, we're still at that office, and we've overgrown it because we added a lot of different services. We have a lot of different things that we do. We needed more space. So we ended up buying the Neptune building. I've been looking at it for 5 years. I'm like, this big building is sitting there. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? At this point, I got to do something. So we did buy it. And everybody's saying, oh, well, when are you going to turn into a club or do it? We're ready to party. And I'm like, we're kind of making it, We're recommended by a lot of venues, so I don't really want to turn it into like a club or a venue that we rent out. We do DJ, obviously. We added photography, cinematography, photo booths, lighting, special effects, all that kind of stuff. So it got to be where, Angela Riley, who is basically, she was working for Robert Allen for forever. He retired, and she joined up with us a few years back. And it just got to be where she does a lot of like Easter pictures, back to school, headshots, like portraits. And we were doing that in the front office, with like Easter, we have ducks and rabbits running around the office for kids. But, so she's going to have her own section of the place for a photography studio. We're going to have the right side of the building. One of my guys, bilingual DJ, MC, is one of my main guys, has been with me since like 2004, Rick Perez. He is starting a dance class for salsa, merengue, bachata. He'll do choreographed first dances, parent dances, all that. And I have another guy on staff, Kurt Foy, who does ballroom. So they're going to have a dance studio on the right, photography on the left, and then in the middle, that's where we'll do, our DJ offices. We'll have photo booths set up, live bands. So we're wanting to do showcases for bands, and we have a couple bands on staff. So it's just got, we needed the space. I can't wait till it's, you drive down Delsey and it's all lit up at night. It's going to look so cool. It's going to be awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a whole lot.
Yeah.
You're full service, and that is incredible. And I'm sure that your neighbors are also happy that you're not doing this at your house anymore.
Yes.
They're like, thank goodness.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
crazy. Yeah.
And so tell me, it's like you have all this going on, but you started off as Bob Morgan Entertainment,
right.
and then you kind of rebranded
a few years back.
A few years back.
Well, it was funny because when I started, the painting company was Bob Morgan Painting. So I thought, well, I've got great name recognition. This is going to be a no-brainer. Let's just call it Bob Morgan Entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was name recognition, but everybody's like, I don't want a painter DJ in my wedding. He don't know what he's doing. He's a painter. So it kind of had to break that whole cycle, but I still had a good reputation, so it did help. And the thing is, just do what you say, do it right. So it was Bob Morgan Entertainment for a long time, and I'm trying to think of when we rebranded. It was a couple years back, maybe 4, somewhere around there. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we rebranded to BME Eventgroup. Reason being, I have a good staff. I have a lot of great DJs, MCs, photographers, all that. And what would happen is at the end of the night, sometimes we would do a video blog for social media. So we'd say, hey, did you have a great time? Or how'd it go? Do you mind giving a shout out to us? Or, for your friends or family? And they'd say, oh, Bob Morgan was great. And meanwhile, I'm not even a DJ like Alvin or Rick is. And then, so it was bad for them really because they weren't getting any recognition. And we're a team. It's not, everybody would just call and say, we want Bob. And it's not just me, it's everybody. And not only that, but we are really an event group. There's other event groups out there that just do one thing, but we do a lot. So we can create a whole event, a boutique area where it's, they could add or they could get everything or one thing. And it just, that's kind of why we did it. And plus for even our emails and all that, if you say entertainment, a lot of times it catches people's spam or junk mail. So when you say BME Event Group, it kind of goes through with no blocks, and it seems to work out pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
And it looks cool.
Yeah, there you go. Get your BME Group t-shirts. That's awesome. And so tell me, do you guys just do local events or do you guys...
we're everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, we go up to North Jersey, we're in Delaware, Maryland. We've done weddings in New Hampshire, a couple people I know up there. And we're doing one in October there. We're doing something in... I think North Carolina. So we'll go, hey, if you want us to go to Aruba or whatever.
It's nice and sunny.
Yeah, we'll get some, we'll get them prepared. We'll be ready, so we can mix it up.
That's awesome. So how is it that, so you're planning to move in to this new location. Like, how long is it going to take for
that's the question.
Kind of the transition to happen where you're, at this new location?
It's funny because I started thinking about it because where we're at now, we're basically leasing. So, and I know the landlord wants to try to sell that whole corner to like somebody. So I always felt like I didn't want to, be in a situation where he says, hey, in 30 days we're selling this whole property and now you have nothing. So that's another reason why I wanted to move. But I started looking at the property in last September. And then I'm thinking, we'll get the building. Being in spring, how long could it take, So meanwhile, all right, so spring has passed. Summer is here. I'm hoping by October, there better be a Christmas tree in this place, this year. It's just because it was in bad shape. It's been abandoned a long time. So they basically gutted everything, a lot of it ahead. But then we went in and cleaned everything out, removed flooring and just got a lot of debris out, and now we're pretty much ready for, I'm thinking within a month, I think city council are supposed to vote on it or something, so we'll see, but at the end of the month, I think they vote on it, and then if that's a go, then I'm assuming we could get people in there within the next couple weeks to really start working on it. Nice. And I'm hoping by October, we should be able to get in there.
Okay, all right. So we'll
pray.
We'll definitely be praying for it. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and I want to find out more about what you have going on and all the great stuff you're doing. So stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back on 30 Minutes of Madness with BME Group. See you soon.
Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer has everything you need to keep your livestock happy and healthy. They've got food, medications, grooming supplies, treats, and toys for animals of all sizes. For indoor pets or outdoor pasture, Cedar Lane Feeds has you covered. Farmers, be sure to stop by on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for their weekly livestock auction. Cedar Lane Feeds is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer.
The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is here to help all of us to enjoy the rich, rural landscapes where we live. Follow the leader and reach for paper bags or bags made from cloth to hold groceries and shopping items. Together with the CCIA, we can all begin to change the plastic pollution to the bags from natural materials solution. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is a great partner to help us all turn away from using plastic bags to living as New Jersey coastal dwellers who prefer our beaches and waterways to be plastic free. Visit the Cumberland County Improvement Authority online at ccia-net.com for tips on the ways we can all make to move away from plastic.
You desire only the best, and when it comes to the best, dreams start here. Get your real estate license today at Elite Advantage Real Estate Academy, making dreams reality.
Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest. For heavy-duty jobs to small lawns, Gary's got you covered. From brush hauls to big overalls, leaf removal in the fall, snow removal in the winter, Gary's Landscaping is your choice for all. No yard's too big or too small, Gary can handle them all. Give him a call at 856-305-3574. And remember, Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest.
The Levoy Theater is celebrating its 6th anniversary in the heart of Millville's downtown arts district. This year, we invite you to discover our season of your favorite Broadway-style productions. Subscriptions are available now, and if you call or go online today, this whole season can be yours to enjoy with your family and friends. The Levoy Theater, where community and the arts come together.
Welcome back to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl Millie Maddness here on QVC TV 22, and I'm here with a real special guest, BME Group, and all the great things that he has lined up. So you guys, you have no idea of all the things that are in store. I'm so excited to see how you've grown, how everything has just, from the beginning and where you're at today. It's just really amazing, and exciting too. So, I mean, what other things are going on? So you're doing everything as far as...
I feel like everything.
It's like you're doing the running the business and building the business literally from the ground up. Like, how do you find the time?
That's the hard part, is finding the time for everything. But luckily I've got a good staff and a good crew, and that really does help out. Like, I know when we do events, I mean, we could do, like maybe 8 weddings, 7 weddings a day.
Wow.
Photography wise, I could probably send out, I mean, if it's just single shooters, I could have like 6 photographers. We do videos, so we can do 2 cinematography packages. So there's 4 photo booths. I mean, we're all about backup everything, so we just prepared. But then we just, like I said, about a year and a half ago, we added the live bands and musicians. And we do have a couple guys on staff that are great. Angel Santiago does the guitar for us. He's excellent at singing guitar. So we've incorporated some live musicians and all that, which has been great. The live bands is a whole different animal, but we really wanted to push that too, because fusion, like in North Jersey and New York, that's a big thing where you have a DJ with a band or DJ with a percussionist or sax or keyboard. And we really want to bring that down here more. Not a lot of people do it, but the ones that do, it's always great. It's just a whole different level of an event. And we really want to bring that down here. So we're really focusing on that. And that's really another thing with the building. We'll be able to do more showcases, have everybody come in, see what's going on, and just make it fun, you know?
Nice. It sounds like so much fun. I'm like so
It doesn't feel like
excited.
work. I mean, we put a lot of time in, but it doesn't feel like work. But, you know, there's times where you're like, man, I bought the Neptune building. What am I doing? But, you know, I needed the space. We needed the space. And I just can't wait for that part. But, yeah, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on around here.
And that's
you
the
know,
beauty
look out
of
for it.
doing what you love. It just never seems like work. You can put in
Right.
as many hours as you want, and
And
it
I
just
do.
never feels like work. Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
yeah, you too.
Obviously,
You everywhere,
obviously.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I try.
Yeah.
What are some of your memorable moments? I mean, you've done so many weddings, so many events. Any moments that really like stand out?
I mean, every one is unique, really, and you remember each wedding, each party, different things. I remember doing a wedding at Seaview Marriott, and at the end of the night, the bride said, "We're going in the pool," and she had her dress on, and we were all walking around. The whole place is huge, so we're walking around trying to figure out where the pool was. To get to the pool outside, they didn't do the inside one; it was outside at night, and she jumped in with the whole bridal party, and she came out. I don't know who did her makeup, but it wasn't running. It looked good. So I remember that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Shout out to that makeup artist.
Yeah. But that was pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of different events that happen that, you know, you just remember different things. But it's like every unique wedding is special. You know, it's someone's day, you know, and that's what's about. And the fact is, we always try to do a great job and always try to help people out. But what's good about it is, like, I always had the mindset, like, if I go out to eat somewhere and I run into someone, I've done their wedding, you know, oh, it was the best night ever. We had a great time. We still talk about it. I love hearing that. That to me is the most memorable thing and what it's all about. Like, you know, it's not about money. It's not about how try to do this. It's about making sure everybody has a good time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you want everybody to talk about it and have fun, and you're creating memories and moments, and that's what it's about. And again, if they get video, they can see it again.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
There you
Yeah.
go. That upsell.
There you go.
That's so awesome. You do so many amazing things. How about how do people find you? Where can they, do you have a website?
Yeah,
Like, how
we
do
have
you
a-
get most of your...
Well, we advertise, you know, everywhere. The Knot, Wedding Wire, a lot of social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you know, whatever. We're everywhere. And a lot of the staff post stuff. A few of my crew do bar gigs, and they're out at different events. But, you know, a lot of it's word of mouth too. Like, a lot of venues recommend us, which is huge, and we appreciate that. So, you know, we like working around here. We're all over. But it's another thing too. We weren't going to do. People always say, "Oh, are you going to rent the Neptune building out? Are you going to make a hall?" We didn't want to do that because we are recommended by a lot of places, and we don't want to lose that. We don't, you know, I don't. Like I said, we're going to keep it as our office space. We don't have to worry about alcohol or security or, you know, any of that stuff. That's, like I said, we like going to different venues, and the venues do recommend us, which is great. You know? But you have to constantly do a good job, or forget it. You're done. Like, you know, a couple bad events and you're out. You know, so
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I think it's amazing how everything kind of goes together. And you're right, it's all about word of mouth. I mean, you can advertise in a lot of places, but at the end of the day, you know, it's word of mouth. And obviously, I mean, from everything that I've seen, I mean, I've seen some of your parties. I've been to some of your parties, and it's always a great time, and people always come out raving.
Well, if you're there, of course it's a good time. You got to liven it up. You know.
Oh, we make a good team. So I think that's great, and I really look forward to all of the great things that you have lined up coming up. Do you have? So can you tell people maybe your website where people can check you out?
BMEeventgroup.com, and then obviously on Facebook and Instagram and all that. But our website really has a lot of different samples, and if you click on the photographer pictures, you can see samples of their work. We have a cinematography page on there, but again, BMEeventgroup.com. It does really help with that. And then again, you can find us everywhere. If you just type in BME Event Group on Google, we'll pop up all the different social media spots. So it's pretty cool. We try to keep up on that because really, you know, a lot of times people that's where they're finding you, on Instagram or wherever, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Social media is a big thing. But word of mouth is a big thing. And like I said, you kind of cover all bases. So.
Yeah, and I mean, even on Instagram, it's like at BME DJs or, I mean, we're all over the place.
Okay. So any advice that you have for the upcoming just artists, DJs, musicians?
I look at it as, most of the time when people get into this, it's a passion. They love music, they love playing music, they love mixing music, or they love singing or taking pictures or videoing things. They're creative. I think if you just love what you do and you don't just look at it as a job, like, hey, I need to make a certain amount, or I need to be the biggest, or I need to be the best, we grew organically. We didn't go out to say, we're going to just do everything and this is what it just grew organically because we love what we do. We started accumulating team members as we were going, that we saw people doing different stuff, and we added to the company. And I think if you just love what you do and do what you say, if you promise somebody something, you better do it, okay? Because if you are, and you don't want to be drinking on the gigs, you don't want to be showing up late, you don't want to not have backup. Like, it's someone's day. When I do a wedding, all right, first of all, I'm a backup officiant. If their officiant doesn't come, they're still getting married. I'm not introducing them as, oh, we're still dating. Like, they're married, they're coming in, it's official. I keep a generator in our truck. I don't care if power goes out, we're rocking it. Like, I look at it as it's someone's day. We're never going to be the weak link, and we're all about making sure they have memories of that stuff. And you know what? That's the whole thing. Just do what you say. I mean, it's so important to just not overbook gigs and don't sign contracts and miscommunication. Communication is huge, just like a relationship, but communication is huge. Do what you say, and I think you'll grow. I mean, it is what it is.
Nice.
Just,
Well, there you have it. I hope you guys got all that, because that's some great advice from someone who has many years of experience and has shown and proved that it organically, growing organically and doing the right thing is the best way to do what you love and never feel like you're actually working. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're very welcome.
So awesome.
That's been fun.
I look forward to having you again and catching up with all the madness. You know.
Hopefully by Christmas when we move into the new building.
Definitely. Nah, you'll be good, and I know that so many great things are going to come from this, and we're all excited and we're all cheering you on. So best of luck to you and all your success and everything that you have going on. So,
very welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us in 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl Millie Maddness on QBC TV 22. See you soon.
Nice.